Hey YouTube, George Cunningham here, aka Dav, with my fish mermail OTK. We run 3 super ancient deep sea king coelacanth. This is the key card of the deck. It's a level 7 fish water monster. It has no summoning requirements whatsoever, and its effect reads: once per turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand to special summon as many fish type monsters from your deck as possible. You have to bring out as many as possible, and if you don't fill your field, your opponent gets a deck check. And then its additional effect is, if this card would be targeted, you contribute 1 other fish monster you control to negate this card from being targeted. It has 2800 attack and 2200 defense. We run 3 Abyss Struge and 1 Abyss Pike and 3 mermail Abyss Manda. These cards don't really fill any real need, apart from the fact that they're level 4s and you overlay them to do plays. The only one that's important is this one. Abyss Manda is a TCG exclusive. When it's in the graveyard, you can banish it and then have all mermail monsters you control gain 1 or 2 levels, which allows from the OTKs. 3 Swap Frog. Swap Frog is a level 2 water aqua monster. He can be special summoned by discarding another water monster, and when he's normal summoned or special summoned, you can send 1 aqua type monster level 2 or lower from a deck to the graveyard. And then once per turn, while it goes on the field, you can return a card on the field to your hand to allow you to summon an additional frog that turn. You don't have to summon the additional frog, but you can return the card anyway, and this is a cost. What you tend to do is you tend to return Swap Frog to your hand and then play again and dump another frog to get more plays out of him. Then we run 3 Dupe Frog, which is a 2000 defense wall that, while it's in the field, is the only thing that can be attacked. If you control 2 Dupe Frogs or 3, they're not allowed to attack anything you control. When it's sent to the graveyard, it allows you to add a frog from your deck or graveyard back to your hand. 2 Rodin Totems and 2 Treeborn Frogs. These two, quite like the mermails, feel the same function. The Treeborn acts as tribute fodder from the graveyard. During your standby phase, it'll plop back out. You can only control 1 at a time, but it's just good for tribute fodder. And then Rodin does the same thing, but Rodin is more important. Unlike Treeborn, you can do Rodin whenever you like, as long as you have a frog to banish in your graveyard, and it has 2000 defense. So it's good for walling. And then we have Tragodias and Gores. These are the OTK stoppers. Tragodia's attack points are whatever your hand is, and Gores brings out a token with the same attack points as the damage you take. 2 Kaises. When Kaises is tribute summoned, it banishes a card in the field, which is good for spot removal and just doing a bit of damage here and there with 2400 attack points. And then we're in the 2 Lion Dance Dragon. Lad is a level 8 dragon light monster that has to be tribute summoned. It cannot be special summoned. It has 2800 attack, 2400 defense. It is also a dark monster while it's on the field, and its effect is when your opponent or yourself activate a spell or trap card, this card loses 500 attack and defense and negates the effect of the card that is played. It is mandatory, and whenever it is on the field, any card or effect that is played is negated, and this card loses 500 attack. It can only negate 4 cards in total, because its defense will reach 300, is it? 400, and then it can't negate any more. And then when it leaves the field by being destroyed and goes to the graveyard, it destroys your entire field you control and brings back a card from your graveyard. The Trinity of Spell and Trap cards: Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Destroy Back Row, Destroy Front Row, Revive from the graveyard. It's pretty standard. This deck doesn't like back row, so it runs 3 MSTs. 3 Moria Greed. This card returns 2 water monsters from your hand to your deck, and then lets you draw 3 new cards. This is important because you don't want your fish on the field, you need them in your deck to do your combos. Too many controllers for shenanigans. This card lets you take back your Treeborn from your graveyard in your standby phase, tribute off, take their monster, and then use it, and then you can also bring back the Treeborn Frog. And then 2 Gold Sarcophagus. This card lets you search any card in your deck and get it in 2 turns. onto the extra deck. One Guide Dragoon. This card takes 2 level 7 monsters to make it, or it can be summoned by overlaying a level 5 or 6 Exceed, and it does trample damage and has 2600 attack points. Mermail Abyss Galos takes 2 level 7 waters to make it. While it's on the field, no level 5 or high monsters can attack, and once per turn you can detach one material to negate all the effects your opponents control on their field currently. One Bouncer, 2 level 6 monsters to make this one. It's once per turn, detach one material from this card to target one monster your opponent controls and negate the monster's effect. They take 1000 damage for this. And then Exabeetle. When it's summoned, you pick a monster from either player's grave and equip it to this card, and then once per turn you can detach one material to send 2 face-up cards in the field to the graveyard. Zinmail, 2 level 5s. Detach one material from this card, target up to 2 set cards and destroy both of them. One Tiraz, 2 level 5 monsters again. While it has materials, it cannot be destroyed, and when it attacks during the end phase of that turn, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Edreus, Keeper of Armageddon, 2 level 5 monsters. Detach one from this card to destroy one monster on the field. This is a proxy for Photon Butterfly something. I can't remember his name, but I brought it off the for the day. Level 4 takes 2 4-level monsters. Detach one material from it to turn one monster face down the field face up. And the opposite of that is Zenmail, is also level 4. Detach one to put one monster on the field face down. Utopia, detach one from the gate and attack. It's fairly standard. You're brilliant, and Lever. I don't really make these two, they're just there because they're there. 2 Gatchi. Gatchi's important. It's level 2 for the Frog Engine. They can make it quite easy. It grants all monsters you control 200 attack points for each material it has. They gain 400. While it's on the field, Lad gets an extra negation, which is really important. And then last but not least, Augusta Phoenix, level 2 again. Detach one to wind attack twice. This is rather important for some of the OTKs because it can allow this guy to attack twice in some really cool OTKs. So yeah, that's for OTK. It's an extremely fun deck to play, extremely highly explosive. I recommend you give it a try. Catch you next time, YouTube.